Welcome to Rinnii Art, I'm Rinnii. Today I'm doing a basic tutorial on how to get started using the art program Krita. I love using Krita, it's free, it's user friendly and it's very effective. I haven't found anything I need in Photoshop CS6 that I can't do in Krita, and I have honestly stopped using Photoshop and only use Krita now. I have used Paint Tool Sci in the past and it's a great cheap alternative to Photoshop, but I still prefer Krita over Sci. It's just charming to me. When you open Krita, you're given this window. If you have drawn anything previously, it will pop up here for easy access. Otherwise, you can start something new here. I had to black out my previous art because they're Christmas presents and I don't want to spoil the surprise. The first thing you need to decide is the size of your canvas. I like working in huge canvases with lots of pixels, and then once I'm done, I change the size to small and it smooths out all my lines to hide my mistakes. So I like working on A4 600 ppi. And once I'm done, I'll change the width to about 700 and it will smooth out all the lines, even if they're a little bit wonky. And it looks a lot smoother and cleaner. And it also means that you get to keep the high resolution for yourself and it's easier to upload online. But that's just a little tip if you aren't doing that already. Once you have your canvas, you can start drawing. But first, I'll quickly mention some useful tools. So the first tool that I'll talk about is the freehand brush tool, which is how you do all your sketches and paintings. And then there are the select tools at the bottom. My favorites are the outline select tool, where you can just make a shape and it will outline it and select it. Similar colors select tool is really good if you're trying to remove just one color from somewhere or just select one color, like it might be a red or something. And I also like the contagious select tool as well, just in case I make a mistake or put something on the wrong layer. It makes it easy to remove. You can resize things using the little frame, or you can move them around using the cross. Especially once they're selected, it makes it a lot easier to edit everything. The crop tool is just below that, and you can also make shapes and lines up here. And there's also the paint bucket tool or the fill tool. Once you have your freehand tool selected, you can choose your brush. There are lots to choose from, but I mostly use ones from the favorites list, which you can personalize with the ones you like as well. So if you go to all, you can see the millions of brushes that they have. Maybe not millions, but there's lots of brushes here. And there's also some textures that you can use. But I mostly use the ones from the favorites and just add things that I find that I like. So I like to use the pencil for my sketches. I just like the texture of it, and sometimes I do use it for my final line work as well. So let's draw a sketch. There we go. So once you have the sketch, you can do the lines. I personally like to freehand my lines, but if you need help stabilizing your lines, you can bring up the tool options over here and use the brush smoothing here and select stabilizer. So time to pick a color for the lines. I personally like to use a dark brown instead of black because black is very harsh. Then you just fill in the lines. At this point you can put finer details in and leave it as just line work, or you can go on to the colouring. Colouring and shading are a whole big thing, so if you want to see that, let me know in the comments below. Alternatively, I can show you how I can turn this line art into my painting style. Let me know if you'd like to see that as well. Remember, there's no such thing as talent, it's just hard work and repetition. If you want to learn to draw, all you have to do is start. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up to support the channel, subscribe to see more content, and I hope you have a magical day.